I cannot prove that this God is eternal, necessarily, but I can at least prove that it is long-lasting, since it existed between the lifespans of James and myself. However, I believe that this God must stay the same. Because even though James and I had very different forms and existed at different times, this God remained the same. Again, can't say if this God affects other people, but I can believe that this God is at least capable, possibly eternal. Which is the best that I can do with my limited capacity to experience. This is the best I can do at arriving at a conclusion. This is the best way I can arrive at a conclusion of something being eternal enough, or nearly eternal. So therefore, that very God, if I believe it to be eternal, and if that very same God, if I believe it to be eternal, the God that brings me peace, the God that brings me fulfillment and satisfaction, that is the eternal God that will then dictate the parameters of good and evil. Because if an eternal being can bring me joy and peace and satisfaction, then the parameters set by that eternal being regarding good and evil must be the one that I follow. It is the only logical one to follow. Since I am nothing more than a mere human with a very limited capacity to experience reality.